right, bet. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Coterie Podcast. I am your host, Jake Lowe. With me, I got Kaz and Wakey. Bro, that's such a dope nickname, bro. So if y'all don't know why his nickname is Wakey, I'm sure if you keep watching the videos, you'll find out. But anyway, we got some pretty cool topics on the docket today. It's a lot of things going on in the music space. So that's a lot of the information we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Coachella, which one of us is going to be lucky or maybe not lucky enough to go to. I don't know. We're going to talk about it. For me, it kind of depends on what kind of age group you fall in, but I'll share more about that later. And we're going to talk about some of the best and worst rap discographies from just in general, I guess. It is a very, very known, well-known podcast on YouTube. Just want to get their name right. Their name is NFR Podcast. Some of y'all may know them. I have actually never watched a full episode of them. Usually I just kind of catch like their clips on like TikTok or something like that. But they usually have pretty good or sometimes hot takes on music and entertainment in general. So we're going to be talking about some of that today. But to kind of get us into our first topic, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to Kaz. So what you got for us, bro?
Appreciate that, Low, man. Hope y'all brothers is doing good today. Doing real good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just want to go ahead and just to start us off with this, so we can get to the fun stuff later. We're just going ahead and just hit the serious note real quick first. We all know that this stuff like this has been going on for years, but obviously with social media and the internet, things have just been more publicized, and we can see this happening and occurring a lot more often. Obviously, in 2020, it really hit a boiling point with George Floyd and the killing of him. But we are 2 weeks into the new year, and something that stumbled across my timeline was a killing by LAPD of a gentleman named Keenan Anderson. He's an English teacher, 31-year-old. Kind of hit home with me because like the age, we all in our 30s, man. And it was supposed to be just he was involved in an accident. Just kind of give you like a synopsis. It was like a traffic accident. He waved down the authorities, tried to get some assistance, and then from there things just kind of just went left. To the point where they were ended up wrestling him down to the ground and tasing him several times for a long period of duration of time. And then from there, causing him to have to go to the hospital, hitting cardiac arrest and passing away. So just kind of want to bring light on that, man. Again, it's 2 weeks into the year and already just experiencing just another killing from the police. And on top of that, just another black man just losing their life to the authorities, man. And it's hard and tough to see. And again, just with the age we're in, we just have to constantly see that, man. And I just want to my heart goes out for the family, man. And I just really want more of us for black people, man. Like there's no way for us to feel safe, man. And it's tough. Even something that's supposed to be simple, like I'm in an accident, and what most people do when you're in a car accident is like, oh, let me get the police, get recorded statements and stuff. But you can't even do that now because that could potentially cause you to lose your life. And it's just really tough, and it just weighed on me. And I just wanted to share that with y'all if y'all wasn't aware of that situation. Also, I was even brought to my attention that already this is the third killing that happened in LA from the police. Shout out to my cousin Alakai, put me on the two other ones. I don't have those gentlemen's names off the top of my head, but you guys can, do your research, do your Googles, and can find that out. But, just main topic on this one, Keenan Anderson, man. Just want to say my hearts and prayers out for that, man. And I'm going to hear y'all thoughts on that.
Well, why Wakey getting himself together? Yeah, man. Like, I just think it's unfortunate, man. And it's sad, bro. And it's like, unfortunately, LAPD always kind of has this history. It has always kind of had this history when it comes to engaging with African Americans. And yeah, man, like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard because it's like now it's to the point where like things are just starting to kind of like numb you. And like this is why our conversation from last week in regards to like mental health is so important. I know we're kind of speaking specifically from the perspective of just being Black man, but just in general, like, the fact that like you can become almost desensitized from seeing death happen constantly over and over again, that's not natural. So it's like that's something that, you know, as we're processing these things, or even as you may see it on your timeline, you like, dang, that's unfortunate, and you keep going on about your day. You know, I would just encourage you, if you're in that place, just kind of take some time to really process that and feel that loss. You know, even if, you know, we don't know Keenan personally, but that's still, you know, that's a son, that's probably a father or a brother that's, you know, no longer with us. And as you know, as Kaz said, prayers out to his family and his loved ones who's dealing with his loss. But you know, that in some way can affect all of us. So just make sure that, you know, if it is affecting you, don't push it down, don't just throw it off. Really take some time to sit and process it, even if it's just you dealing with it on your own, giving it to God, you know, and deal with it healthily. I know that's not a word, but like in a healthy way, because we don't want to, you know, turn to things that can put us deeper into depression or deeper into those negative thoughts. But you know, turn to a brother, turn to community, turn to, you know, who you need to turn to just make sure that you're taking care of yourself during these times.
Yeah, man. Well said, Lo. What about you,
Yeah.
Wakey?
It's yeah, just to speak to the whole mental health of it all. It's just kind of just take the time to feel it out, man. Because you get we get bombarded with so much negative information on a regular basis from everybody trying to get you to look at what they're trying to put on their platform,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just kind of like after a while it just kind of washes out. Like when I can honestly say, like when I first heard this story, like it was just like, dang, another one. And then I had to take a second after I thought that, and I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
where am I at right now?
Mm-hmm.
And like I had to sit down and actually kind of think through it, like not to make it about me, but like I'm just kind of giving my own experience here. Like it's wild that I've caught myself in that headspace. So I can't even imagine the people who don't catch themselves, or the people who just continually catch themselves and just keep letting it be a thing. So it's a big thing. Just take your time, process what you need to process. Understand that loss is normal, yes, but it shouldn't be as frequent as being made out to be,
Mm-hmm.
especially as of late. So like take your time, process it the way you need to process it, and if you need help, find help.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I mean, just to the points y'all both made, just being desensitized. I definitely caught it on my timeline, and at first I was just like, oh man, just quick like, quick retweet. But then I made that decision. Let me stop, and I watched that video, man, and that's when I just really just kind of felt it, man. Just something about just you know obviously he was a black man, but just even a human life, just screaming for help, or or saying things like they trying to kill me, man. That
Yeah.
is tough to hear, tough to see. And then like I tried not to look at these things, but I don't know why I just felt compelled to, and just the
Mm-hmm.
multiple tasings in a duration of time, man. It was just yeah, it was rough. So like what these two gentlemen said, man, take that time, process. It's okay to feel these things. It's okay to sit with it. That's what we need to do as people. Let's sit with these emotions. Let's feel these things so we can really learn to appreciate and love one another as human beings, man. Because again, to Wakey's point, man, like, life shouldn't be taken like this so frequently,
Right.
like we want all our people to have natural causes of death. Obviously
Mm-hmm.
freak accidents, things happen, but having your life taken from by another person, especially some person that's supposed to be, serve and protect, man, it's just tough. It's real
Yeah.
tough, man. So I'm glad I got your brothers just to speak on that, man. And for anybody that's gonna watch this, man, please just look into it, do your research. If you're not really good with seeing these kind of things, it's not graphic, but it is hard to watch. Don't watch it, but just lend your heart, and just send your love to the family and everything.
Yeah,
So,
or even if you can't watch it, like read an article. Like I know for me, like when
mhm.
it comes to stuff like this, like if I see the video and I'm like, yeah, this is too much, I just go to like another platform and like try to find an article or something so I can just kind of get the play by play that way.
Yeah,
Honestly, I feel like nobody should be watching it.
Yeah.
To be real with you, like
yeah,
like us to just aside from the fact that it's for that it is that it is what we're talking about, and it's a horrible situation. Like this is this man's a vulnerable moment for this person. Like, why would you want to continuously watch this? I feel like it should be taken down personally, but I know people are going to do what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so let's lift this up a little bit. You know, I just wanted to really just kind of get the serious stuff like right at the top. So you know, but yeah, let's get a little bit more fun. Did any of y'all watch the Golden Globes at all?
So I did not. I did not watch the Golden Globes, but I watched some of the highlights last night.
Okay,
bro, Gerard Carmichael.
yeah. That
is a nut, bro.
Your name, brother, right there.
Bro. Yo, I mean, I get a little proud just seeing him doing stuff, bro. But yeah, bro, he was coming from the hip with it, bro.
Oh yes, he was, and I'm not really big on his comedy. I haven't really been familiar with his stand-ups. I know he does do stand-ups, and I know he has shows on HBO. And I'm aware of who he is. But yeah, like kind of seeing him in action on the Golden Globes was very interesting. And I saw an interesting take on Twitter saying it was a tweet saying that Jared Carmichael is who we think Dave Chappelle is now. I was a little upset about that because you know Dave is Dave, you know, but I see what they were trying to say with how, like, again, coming from the hip, you know, because that is Dave. Dave, he holds no punches, and that's clear to this day. Never has, never will, and will say and joke on whatever, whoever, and bring light to situations. And I think Jared Carmichael really did execute with that. Like I've seen a lot of takes, you know, and you know people weren't really like happy or you know necessarily like find what he was saying funny. You know, and some things they don't have to be funny, but using this platform and this time, like bringing awareness to certain things, man, I think it was well executed from him.
From the clips that I saw, like I wouldn't say it was funny, but it was just properly timed in a lot of ways. It was just him being honest because at the end of the day, like everybody's like I've seen some people with the takes of like, oh, it wasn't funny, like oh, like he just talked about his stuff, like it wasn't funny. It's like, but here's what you don't understand, like you hear the ridiculousness of the stuff he's saying, like this is stuff that you would hear in a movie that he's actually just talking you through it. It's not meant to be funny. It's he's just saying like this is so hilarious that it's actually real life is more the take on it or what I took from it.
Yeah. So
and
go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, and the interesting thing is, you know, we literally just talked about sitting in the uncomfortability and feeling the moment when it comes to things that are important. And yeah, I think in this particular space, it's like he's talking about things that happened that stopped the show from airing for the past, I think it was like year or two. So it's like, are we supposed to just come back in the room and act like all these problems are solved? No, let's address this stuff and let's get it out of the way. And I think, you know, like sometimes people just, and one thing that I'm learning, right, especially like in my professional field and my business field, I was talking to a coworker, and you know, and not to exactly go back to like, you know, George Floyd, but I feel like if you're a black in any professional workspace, when that happened, everyone kind of looked to you to kind of be like the designated person as to like how black people are feeling right now. And like you're just supposed to be able to speak for anyone that has any form of melanin in their system. What, you know, what's aggravating in that times. But I do feel like during that period of time, I did build up a little more boldness and more work that muscle more of airing my mind, airing my thoughts in a respectful way, not necessarily holding on to those things. And I feel like during that time, I got comfortable with saying the thing, but I didn't get comfortable with the uncomfortability that came after saying the thing. Right. So like sometimes I would like say what was on my mind, and then if someone reacted a certain way, or like if they got a little squeamish, then like I may like circle back and like not renege what I said, but just kind of say it a little bit softer, right? Or say it a little bit differently so they're comfortable. And I just had a coworker just be like, no, like you don't need to do that. You shouldn't need to feel responsible to do that. If something's uncomfortable, if something's affecting you, say it, speak towards it, and if it makes the room feel uncomfortable, it makes the room feel uncomfortable.
It is what it is, right?
And I think he did a good job of doing that. Now some people you said what?
In that little ass room too,
bro. I was thinking the same thing. It must have been on a tight budget, man.
It's like, yo, we over here talking about all these people talk about, yo, the jokes miss. It's like, yo, he's literally talking about all this stuff. I'm pretty sure the people who were renting out the space were like, oh yeah, we don't want them here. That's why they could only get that little ass room, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a wild situation. But yeah, overall, I thought it was decent. I thought it was cool. Cash, you had anything in particular that stood out to you about it outside of Gerard?
No, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get into some of the people that won, but yeah, man, it's good to see. This is the first Black person to host the Golden Globe, so very happy to see 80
that. Years.
Yeah, exactly. 80 years has been running. He is the first. So Golden Globes, man, do better. Better. When I'm there and I'm getting my award, I want a Black host. I'm putting it in the air right now. This is the universe. When I get my Golden Globe, I want a Black host. I don't know who it's gonna be, but give me a Black host, man.
We're gonna be packed out, bro. We're gonna be like we're gonna be on, I know he in hot water, but we're gonna be like Kanye on the stage at the British Awards doing all day.
I'm trying to hit the stage like a rapper, bro. Like, hey, y'all, everybody, y'all, let's go. That's how I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's good to see finally having one of us being able to host, but let's keep the trend going, man. Let's keep the trend going. I know one thing he was saying, I'm only here because I'm Black, but fuck it. If that's how we can at least get the thing going because, we Black, whatever, man.
Yep.
Let's keep it moving. But yeah, really, since y'all didn't really watch and I was just kind of refreshing and watching it again. Just want to kind of highlight just some of the winners. Really just Abbott Elementary cleaning up again, man.
They cleaned up, bro.
I'm really happy to see, like, if you guys haven't watched the show or, heard of it, definitely check it out, man. It's a good show, man. It's funny, man. Quinta Brunson, man, really has done her thing with that show, man. It is a great show. And shout out to Tyler James Williams, child actor. Everybody knows him. Everybody Hates Chris, man.
Yeah.
He got him a Golden Globe, which is amazing to see. I love to see a child actor just continue not really being no mess and everything. And he had an article come out recently, really detailing his life, man, and a lot of things health-wise and stuff he was dealing with, man. You just never know. Obviously, we're not connected to any of these celebrities, man. So yeah, man. So just wanted to highlight that, man. Abbott Elementary is really doing this thing, man. Watch that show. It is very funny. I thoroughly enjoy it, man. For real. Obviously, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and just so y'all know, because I got my little cheat sheet up on the side. But just so y'all know some of the awards that they won. Abbott Elementary in general won the award for best television series, musical or comedy, and then Tyler and Quinta's her name, right?
Yeah.
LaQuinta Brunson. LaQuinta. Okay, yeah. LaQuinta and Tyler, they won awards for best actress and actors in a series.
TV
let me get this right.
Comedy, yeah,
for sure. And then so LaQuinta won it for best actress, and then Tyler won best supporting actor. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to them, man.
Yeah, shout out to them. Also, Zendaya won an award. Shout out Zendaya, Queen, still eating off Euphoria. Love it, man. I love it. I love to see it, man. A couple other things that I haven't watched, but I already had my eyes on. Was the Dropout. I don't know if you guys seen that. It was like about this. I think she like kind of this lady fools the medical world or something like that, and like gets a whole bunch of money
with the like blood joint, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a good documentary. I think it's on maybe on HBO. But yeah, bro, that whole story is wild.
I know. Destiny actually put me onto the story. We just haven't gotten over to watching it yet, but the actress who won, Amanda Seyfried. If you guys ever seen Mean Girls, the blonde chick, she won an award for that. And it's just, I like to see range, man. To see like she, obviously done a lot more stuff than Mean Girls, but something that's just notable to me is she was in the movie Mean Girls, and then to see her doing something more serious is just excellent, man. I love to see that, man. And yeah, I love to see that, man. And if you guys have never also seen the show White Lotus is on HBO. That's something that won for it was like best anthology series or motion picture limited series.
Okay.
Check that out, man. And Jennifer Coolidge, I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Yeah.
She's been in the game for a while. She won for best actress, so very dope.
Nice.
Very, very dope. And I think you guys should check out the show White Lotus, both of y'all too, if you can. You got HBO. I think it's a good watch. I've only seen the first season, which is taking place in Hawaii. The second one, which I think that's winning the awards, is taking place in Italy. But from some of the scenes I've seen from Jennifer Coolidge, she was in her bag, so definitely peep that. And before we wrap up this Golden Globe, the main award that I'm happy about because it's the GOAT, the Cecil B. DeMille Award. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Given to the GOAT, Eddie Murphy. That boy Eddie Murphy, the GOAT. He got an honorary award, and I'm just happy to see that, man. Like I love Eddie Murphy, man. I didn't realize how much of a big part he played in me growing up and the stuff that I watched, man. But when I started reflecting and like kind of going through just different careers and stuff, I'm like, man, Eddie Murphy's. I've seen a lot of his movies, man. He's just, man, he's really that. He's that boy, man. Eddie Murphy is that dude, man. Goated, man.
Bro, he literally ran the 80s. Like it's ridiculous. Like you look at his movies and it's like
that boy Wakey dying.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry to cut your thought off. I just look at that man dying, man. You know.
Nah, hey, don't lean on screen stand.
Nah. Go ahead, wait. Go ahead, finish your floor.
No, man. I was just saying he literally ran the 80s, and I think I went on like a little spill, like a little run of just rewatching a lot of his movies, like, and they still hold up, bro. Like I think I just watched, I think it was Golden Child.
Oh man,
a little while ago, classic, bro. But it's like literally he some of those movies, man, and Harlem Nights. It's like
that's certified.
Yeah, bro. It's just
everybody's certified in the Black community for show, which is good enough for everything.
Exactly, right, bro. And it's like it's movies like that are a beautiful thing to see because it's like, for one, with things like Beverly Hills Cop. That whole series, like that's him stepping into being a leading man and showing that essentially, like, I can do what any like white actor can do.
1 and 3 though, 2, whatever. But yeah,
I mean, I'm cool with 2. 3, you kind of lose me at, but one,
I love 3. He's at the amusement park. Oh man.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But Harlem Nights has a special place in my heart because it's like both him and his brother like wrote that, directed that together, and like that's really like almost is like a passion project where it's like, all right, this network is trusting me, I'm doing it all by myself. Like it's almost like an entrepreneur's dream. So it's like just to see him come from that to like, you know, this and like the things that he's continuing to do, it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. So yeah, I was surprised and glad to see him accept the award. His little 3 tips had me rolling though. He had me locked in until he got to that last one.
Oh man, Eddie, yeah, man, this amazing, amazing. Anything for you, Wakey, on that?
Nah, man, let the king speak. Let him speak, yo.
I love it. I'm glad you mentioned Harlem Nights, because that is a classic movie. Obviously, Coming to America, it's a movie that everybody should know and love because it is a classic. Vampire in Brooklyn, a classic.
Goated.
Yeah, it's goated right there, man.
Yeah, man. Solid movie, bro. We may just have to do like an episode on just like movies that like affected our childhood or something that we remember as kids, man, because that'd be solid. I know for sure The Wood is in there for me.
Yeah.
I know that I mean, isn't really a black actor, but Ace Ventura is in there for me.
Oh, what? No, man. No, it don't even matter. You just said movies that affected me as a childhood. Like I watched a lot. I watched a lot of Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is another one I hold in high regard, man. Like, yeah, Ace Ventura, classic. The Mask, classic, man. Nah, Jim Carrey was in his bag, man.
Yeah, man.
Major Payne.
Oh, man. No, Major Payne is classic. Oh my gosh. Hey, I forgot about that movie, bro. That's a good call.
Oh man, I just heard it.
Well, man.
Oh,
bro, solid, bro. Yeah, all right.
Blank Man's a classic, man.
Yeah, man.
That's probably one of my first like superhero movies where I'm just like, nah, yeah, I want to be that. Nah, Blink is classic. You got the robot and stuff. Nah, nah, bro. That is a classic, man. You know what? Shout out to the Wayans, man. Really running Hollywood for Black folk for
man,
for a long time, man. They opened up a lot of doors, man. That's another thing I really want to just get into, just like their impact on Hollywood, man. The Wayans, man, they built a legacy for real.
Yeah, bro. Legacy and like and cornered a market that like only they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like other people can do it and imitate it, and it's not as bad. But like the Waynes like do it well, and it just makes sense. Like I was watching a podcast by a YouTube creator named BitJa. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's out in LA. Yeah, y'all should probably look into him. His content is pretty dope. But he has a like movie podcast called
Big Jaw. Is he like a really heavy set black dude? Like,
yeah.
Is he bald?
Like, yeah.
Because I think I do know what you're talking about. I used to watch a series when he was like sleeping with like his homie that was like
girl.
Yeah, that's him. Yes, bro. Yes, that shit is hilarious. Bro. Big John is very funny. Yes,
man. Funny, super creative dude, man.
Yeah, no, respect that.
Yeah, him and his homie has a podcast. I think it's called like Blockbusters. Something like that.
I didn't see that man at the gym before, so
yeah. Yeah, man. But they were reviewing some movie. I forgot the name of it. I'm blanking on it now. But basically, the whatever movie it was kind of like making a parody of like, you know, just like black people in general in a certain way. And like it wasn't bad. Oh, it was Soul Plane.
Oh,
it was Soul Plane. And basically like, which, you know, growing up, I thought Soul Plane was decent. I thought it was good. But like they were, you have to, when I was young.
I don't know, man. Because even when I was young, I was like, but it's a wild movie. It's very entertaining though.
Yeah,
it's very entertaining.
But he made it so they have a certain part of their segment where it's kind of like, you know, they kind of decide like, you know, if you could like if you could redo the movie now and recast certain individuals now, like who would be in it. And the first person that him and his co-host brought up, Tone, was the Waynes. And they were like, perfect. Honestly, if they would have did that movie, it would have been perfect because that's basically like their lane. Like comedy, they know how to do that kind of comedy to where it's like not cringy, but it's like tasteful and like it makes sense and it really like goes to distance. And their writing is like top tier, like it's on point. So yeah, I know we went down a little
tangent, but it's all good, man. It's all good, man.
Shout out to the Waynes.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Waynes. Yeah. Now, something I've been excited.
Oh, wait. Man. Sorry. Before we go to that, because I'm excited for that too. We would be reproached if we didn't highlight these two women just because, you know, they won big awards. So, of course, Angela Bassett.
Yeah, you're right. That's on my list. You know, I apologize. Yes, Angela Bassett for Black Panther, man. And she gave a great speech. Yes, Auntie Angie for real.
Yeah.
Hey, Auntie. Nah, man. Yes, she did win. And that was her second one, opposite the first one when she played Tina Turner. Wonderful career, man. And, you know, just a wonderful actress through and through. Just amazing. Great. Just, man, she ranged like no other. Well poised. And just listen to her speak, man. It's just, you just hang on every word, man. Yes. Shout out to Angela Bassett and who was the other one that was
Michelle Chio.
Oh, from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yes, actually, two people. I forgot the gentleman's name. He won an award too. Yeah, that movie's been cleaning up as well, man. And if you call back to our 2023, man, we had that on our list for like best movies, man. So really go check that out. Obviously, you see what it's doing in the awards, man. Like it's something worth watching.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. That's all I wanted to lift up. I didn't want people to be like, I can't believe y'all forgot our auntie.
No, you're right. You're right. Definitely slacking on that. That was a good call, bro. That was a great call. We definitely needed that. Now, my announcement. Your boy is going to Coachella. Coachella. Very hype. Very excited about that, man. Expensive as hell, man. I am going to be broke for the rest of 2023. Don't invite me or ask me to go anywhere because I spent it already at Coachella. So it will be a no. But I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Even the only reason why I'm even going, and again, call back to 2023, is for the one and only Frank Ocean. That is the only reason why I'm going, man. He is performing on the third day. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to see him live. Heard rumors he's dropping a new album. So, man, I'm getting almost everything I wanted. Like that. Again, call back to that last pod. Go listen to that for real, man. Frank Ocean is dropping. Hopefully, I pray. But if you can't go perform at Coachella without a new album, dog, but I don't care. I will go listen, hear him sing Blonde, and when he hits Self Control, if y'all see me crying, mind your business. And if I am crying, it don't matter, because you know what? No matter what the tears over here, there's still a dog on this side. Shout out to Jamal Williams. Still a dog on this side. But if you see me crying, mind your business.
Hey, Wakey, that boy gonna go up like SpongeBob on the meme. Frank gonna start gonna be like this.
Oh, 1000%, bro. Don't watch it. I'm telling you, Self Control come on. I'm gonna be all, I ain't gonna put my business out, but yeah, when Self Control, when he sings Self Control, dog, I'm gonna be in my feels, man, for sure. For sure.
Oh, man. That's what's up, bro. So this is my question, because like Coachella, like I'm in my 30s now. My knees can't do Coachella. I'm sorry. Like it's a wash, right? So like my thing is like, because I've heard different horror stories, right? So it's like
horror stories.
So it's like how do you prepare? Because like I'm sure if it's Frank, he's headlining, so chances are he's gonna be like the last act of the night. So like how early do you need to be out there to get like decent? Be in a decent area, because I know you're not trying to be at the front. So like, oh, you're gonna be at the front?
I don't know. Because I've never. Okay, this is my first festival. I've never attended a festival. I know some people that have been to South by Southwest and all that stuff, and Rolling Loud. I've never been to a festival, so I don't really know how to engage and how to approach this. Like, I don't know how to move in this type of environment. So this is gonna be a new experience for me, dog. Like, I am very unsure. But if I could get into the front, like on Frank Ocean Day, dog, I might just be at that main stage and just be chilling there for the next 10, 11 hours, dog. Like, I'm not trying to miss it. I wouldn't mind being in the front. You know what? Like, my one experience of being in the front at a concert was at a J. Cole concert. The one that was in Orlando, House of Blues. I think we all went. I think he was with us. I can't remember if he was with us, Rod. I know me, Joe. I think Fabrice was there. Was you there, Fabrice, when we went to go see Cole in Orlando? Or you only hit the Tampa one? Wakey.
Like, who is that?
Oh my gosh, bro. Anyways, but and that was a great experience, just being right there in the front, man. Just clear vision, clear sights, rapping with him or whatever the case may be.
What album was that?
Oh man,
was it Forest Hills?
No, was it Forest Hills? No, I think Forest Hills was the one in Tampa. I think the one in Orlando was Born Center. So.
Oh nah, I definitely wasn't there. If I was there for Born Center, I went stupid, bro.
Because we know Born Center is we get there. We'll talk about that. I'm not even gonna say that. We'll talk about that. I've had debates with people all the time about Born Center, but But like, I wouldn't mind if I'm in the front. But again, like, I don't know how to move in these type of situations, because again, like you said, he is the headlining act, so he'll be the last act. I think they normally go on about 10 from doing Google searches. So we'll see. We'll be doing a lot of moving around, because Coachella, for what I'm seeing, is more about, it's not really, obviously people performing in the music, but the whole thing is an experience in itself, and there's so many different activities. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I don't know, but I am excited, man. I am excited, and I'm going broke for it. So it's very, very late. I know y'all made a mention that y'all would never. This man with his hand up, Wakey, said y'all would never. So my question again that I'm about to ask you, you said you want to see Elton John perform before he's done performing. So if he was at Coachella and this was his last performance ever, are you going?
Yeah, I feel like I would go.
Yeah, okay, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, okay. That's all I like to hear, man. Like, I just feel like it's one of those once in a lifetime experiences, right?
It really is. But like, just thinking about it, it's like I would have to. I don't even know, bro. I feel like I would pay extra money just to go back, just to be backstage.
Same, bro. like if I'm doing it, I'm coming out of pocket.
Exactly. Like I'm going for it, because I'm not gonna be sitting here in this general admission. At this point in my life, I ain't with it.
Hey,
I'm
ain't
a
no
pay
shame on the GA because I've been GA. Ain't no shame on GA. Yeah, go ahead.
Ain't no shame on me at all. But me personally, I can't do it. I got to be back there. I got to be listening to it from this backstage and chilling. I
Yeah.
don't need to be in the crowd. That's
Mhm.
that's not the vibe for me no more. I'm way past that part of my life.
I'm nervous, bro. I'm
I'm
nervous. You
good.
know, we all 30, bro. I'm nervous, bro. One, Jake Lowe was saying, bro, like, I don't know if I got the knees and feet for this, bro. Lower
Bro,
back be hurting,
you
bro.
talking about being out there for 10 hours before the show even starts,
Dog.
bro.
I mean, well, because okay, because let me see if I can find this list, man, of all the performers. I think day 3 has a couple people like I want to see. Like now, the only one I really it's like whatever is like day 2. I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't really know that any one person like I'm hyped to see. It's really like the day 1 for me and the day 3.
Yeah.
Day 1
Yeah.
has the headliner Bad Bunny and there's some other people mixed in. Hey man, I'm gonna pull up to the Idris Elba set. I'm gonna hear that man DJ. Now if he start rapping, I'm out. If he start rapping, I'm out. I know he got a couple songs, but if the man start rapping, I'm out. But I'll go for the DJ set, man.
You gonna bring out a lion?
Bro, no. I will not forgive him for that movie. Hey man, y'all remember like that whole beef that came out with that movie where like his daughter was supposed to play it, but like he said we ain't had the chemistry. Yo, that had me weak. Him and his daughter ain't speak for weeks. Yo, like,
bro, I'm like, you kicked off your daughter for this movie?
For this movie, and it's talking about how you ain't got no chemistry. That's your daughter, dog. Like, all right. Anyways, yeah, man. I'm looking at this day 2, man. Like the headliner is Blackpink. I hadn't heard of them. So
Okay.
excuse my ignorance on that.
Blackpink.
I don't know. Have
Like
y'all
the
heard
K-pop
of
group?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. The K-pop group.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So
that's different.
I'm not big into the K-pop scene, so I'm just not.
I ain't gonna lie.
Familiar.
They have some pretty hard like R&B covers or just like rap covers and samples. Like they be getting to it, so it may actually be lit.
Yeah. And I mean, besides that, I see Charlie XCX. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I don't know. I'm 30, dog. Forgive me, y'all. Only really name I recognize for like day 2 was like Flo Milli, which I might pull up for the single. Yeah, and then 070 Shake. She had like a banger that I really liked. And yeah, that's about it, man. Like I don't know. I'm not. This list, it's not that impressive. Again, I'm going for Frank. So that's what really got me. Yeah. It's Frank. Yeah, I see Pusha T on day 1. I'm gonna beat it for Push.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing though.
Yeah.
Taking a side step from this conversation. This why you text me talking about we still doing Palm Springs?
No.
That's foul, bro.
No, that's not it, bro. No, it's not it because
you were literally trying to figure out whether or not you would go to Coachella for my birthday for Palm Springs.
No, because I was still do your birthday regardless. But what the thing was like, Destin and I were just planning all of our trips out, so we kind of know like, okay, cool, what's like, yeah, these are must do's, and what's like, nah, like, okay, we have to go and take that off. So like, obviously, your birthday was a must do. So I'm like, let me check with my homie, make sure they're still going because this is a must do, and I gotta manage my money. We're gonna be in Palm Springs. I'm gonna hit that thing twice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hit you to check to make sure it's still home and it's still happening. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever your answer. Hey. But yeah, dog. Nah,
good save,
come
good
on,
save.
bro. You my brother, bro. You know I'm there, bro. Don't do me like that, bro. How dare you treat me like that on the pod, bro? How dare you, dog? How dare you, bro? You know I love you, dog. Don't do me like that, B. Not on the pod, B. Not on the pod.
I had to check it real quick.
Come on, man. You know how I move out here, bro. Don't do me like that, B.
I just had to make sure the ace was still an ace. Dog.
Come on, man. You know I'm trying to be in that thing, man. I'm a little plenty like, nah. I'm like, all right, man. Like, if I save a couple of dollars, I'm not mad though. Like, I'll be transparent. I'll be transparent.
Say, guys, just stop while you're here, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and chill. Can't believe you.
Oh man, that's wild, man. Wait, so is it really only Frank you're going to see on day 3?
Well, hold on. Let me look who's all performing. Like, I'm looking at these names. A lot of names I don't recognize. I'll pull up to the A Boogie set. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up to A Boogie. I was back when A Boogie first came out. Again, this is a New York rapper. I was heavy on A Boogie, man. Like, listen to all his music all the time. I kind of fell off since then. Like, eventually, like one thing with me with artists, like I like when you can produce your sound, but I like when you can develop and expand, but still within your sound. But when it just starts getting redundant, like it's just you know, great. I'm glad you can still you can make your hits with that sound, but like I like when you can still expand on it. And I just kind of felt like it got to a point of just redundancy for me. And, like, I just kind of fell out. But I'll definitely pull up for the A Boogie set though, for sure.
All right, bet.
Yeah, and the Ray Sherman. Yeah, gotta pull up for the Ray Sherman. Yeah, they performing on day 3 through. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yeah. I'm gonna be there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'll be there for that too. So, but yeah. Not a lot of people.
I seen one of their last shows before this one.
Was it lit?
It was dope. It was on Childish Gambino last tour. They opened for him.
That sounds like a fire tour.
Like, I was about to say that sounds like a dope combo.
Yeah, I saw him at the Forum. It was cool.
Oh man, the Forum, nice man.
So, and I actually heard Gambino back in the studio, man.
Is he? Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah. Shout out to the Golden Globes. I saw him. He was there. I don't think they won anything, but he was there. So that's dope that he's back in the studio, man. Would love some more music from Childish for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's wild right now.
No, bro, don't even worry, bro. Don't even worry.
So we already know what time you on.
You just make me laugh sometimes. Like, that's all. But
and I promise you, he thinks he's moving at a normal speed, but he's not, bro.
I'm moving at normal speed, yo. Leave me alone.
So yeah. What we all been really waiting for. Let's go ahead and transition, man. Hopefully we can convince Lo to stay for a little bit longer. But
for sure, bro. I'm locked in now. I'm up, bro.
Yeah, okay, that's what I like to hear, man. Again, can you mention the podcast that the stem from?
Yeah, sure. So a few months ago, NFR podcast did a video on the best and worst rap discographies, and they kind of labeled them in tiers. From like perfect to amazing, great, good, mid, which is hilarious, and bad. We kind of floated around in our group chat, and some of us had like different takes than some of the hosts. Some of us were probably on same spot with some of the hosts. So we just kind of wanted to get together and talk about it because it was a pretty decent list of artists. I'm not sure about everybody else. I don't really know like all of the people on this list, but I know like the majority of the people. I think the majority of people are well known anyway, but they do a good job of keeping it balanced from like indie to like major label into like pop and superstars. So yeah, it'll be a solid list to go through.
So how you want to do? You want to start from worst and work our way up? I don't have the worst or mid because who cares? But yeah.
So I got. Let me see
if you have those. Then yeah, go ahead and name those off. I can
share this screen real quick.
You feel me though, Wakey? I know Wakey feel me.
It's like why was that? Why were those even considered? Like
bro,
wasting your time.
All right, so can y'all see that?
People off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doable.
Yeah. Okay. It's still kind of small. All right. So let's start from bad and work our way up. All right, so for bad, first off, we have Lil Yachty.
So never listened to a project in my life, so sound good to me.
Never listened to none of the Boat series.
I have not listened to one project now, like the one-off songs or whatever the case may be that are, he can make some. I mean, again, that's a one-off song. So the one-off songs, like he can make some hits, but me getting invested in a full body of work, I have not. Do I plan on it? Probably not. But so yeah, this is a great who makes some good singles. He probably be really higher up. You know what I'm saying? And there's this, and that's fine. There's some artists that are just really good at can create a hit, can keep a hit, things like that. Not everybody is in full body of work artists, and that's okay.
Yeah, I feel that same way about Yachty. He has like I think it's really only like what was his first single? I know he was on the Broccoli joint with Drum.
Yeah, that's so Broccoli.
Is that the joint he did with Drake? That was decent, and I haven't listened to like the full song of Portland or Poland or whatever it's called.
He said Portland.
Portland, Poland. I don't know what it's called. I just know like
you about to walk to Portland.
I don't know, bro. It just sounds funny, dog. It just the song sounds funny, but it's sketchy, and like that's his thing. So, but I mean, honestly, bro, he's already talked about how like he doesn't necessarily take music seriously. It's just something that he kind of does for fun. And I mean, I get it. You know, he's a kid. He's having fun, making money. As long as he's doing it responsibly and saving up some stuff for himself, I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, next person we got is I think this is Nav or Nave in NAV.
Oh, yeah, Nav.
Yeah, Nav.
Perfect category for him.
Okay, I've actually never listened to him, so I'm a
heard a couple songs. Too. Like it was definitely like when he like first came out. I think he either had a feature. It was the feature with The Weeknd or with Drake that kind of like brought my eyes to him. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like during that time, you know, Weeknd and or Drake. If I just cannot remember, my memory is not the best. One of them two, but you know, they just had a nice run. And you know, anytime you were featured with one of them, you're like, okay, cool. If you can work with this artist, let me go hear what you got. Right. And no, I just never went back after that. So heard what he got, and I'm just like, not for me. So,
all right, Wakey.
I'm not familiar.
All right, and we're moving on. All right, so this next person, the square is mad small, so I can't really make out who it is. That may be Machine Gun Kelly. Right. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna plead the fifth here for personal reasons.
Bro, if that's your boy, it's the cake for him, bro. Do that.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing here.
All right, so yeah, we just gonna say that's Machine Gun Kelly, and if it is, I'm gonna get with him being in bad, bro.
Yeah,
like, I heard someone say the other day, Lord, I heard one say something the other day. During his beef with Eminem, M killed him so bad he just switched genres.
and you know what? That's a false statement, man. I'll be one of the ones that say MGK won that battle, man. His song was fire. It was catchy. He hit that. For me, I kind of it's obviously not of the same caliber, but in the relation to like how Back to Back was, you made a catchy diss song, and I thought that's what that was. What MGK did, and I feel like he was barring him up. Like M's response was cool. It's an Eminem response, but I think MGK got the best of him. But Eminem be who Eminem is, and his fan base, obviously, they're gonna say who won. But that's just my take on that situation.
All right, well,
when he was talking about that man beard, nah, bro, he was barring him up, bro.
All right, cool. Well, that's good. He's still staying in bad though. All right. Next. I don't know who that last guy is either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, next. Sorry, buddy. Do better. All right. All right. All right. So now on to the mid category, which honestly is like.
Oh, wait. I figured out who that last one was. Last one was Tyga. So yeah.
Oh no, double back. That's my guy.
Double back. Double back. What you mean?
Yo, they hating. Yo, why my guy back there? Yo.
Bro, again, Tyga is like Little Yachty, man. Always can keep a fire single, you know. And some artists just are singles artists, and that's okay. Full body of works. I don't know. I haven't listened, but maybe Wiki feel different. I don't know.
I'm gonna walk that back, yo. That's my guy, yo. We got me full, fam.
Like, so you were listening to full projects of Tyga.
I mean, I did the Last King projects was actually pretty decent, but that's kind of where it stops for me.
So, do you disagree with putting him in Tyga in bad?
Not me or Wakey?
Both of y'all. This question is an open question to both of y'all because both of y'all saying like y'all kind of defended him. So I just want to know both of y'all.
Oh nah, he's where he needs to be.
I feel like we need a more definite scale because I feel like this is why this whole scale is wild. It's not fair. But
what do you mean? Okay, so instead of being bad, should he be mid? Like, should he be mid or not?
I mean, looking at what's in mid, I feel like I could move him into mid.
Okay.
I don't know, bro.
Let's see.
Because I feel like something. I don't know.
Rob Boy in mid, and I think he's perfect right there. But we'll see.
But nah, you gonna realize you're gonna put some respect on his name. That's what's gonna happen.
Rob Boy sitting in mid, right where he need to be.
Let's go.
All right, yeah. All right, so let's go to the mid section. So mid, starting off, we got Jack Harlow. All right, so how do y'all feel about his placement?
Fine to me. Never listened to a project, so
I like the mixtapes more than his actual project.
Mm. So I mean, I actually thought this placement was actually well suited for him because I kind of feel like he's still my thing with Jack is like I think he put out so much music with the mixtapes, and like the first album was actually pretty decent. I liked it a lot. I'm forgetting the name of it, but I thought it was pretty decent. Um, Come Home to Kids Miss You not so much. Like I felt, but honestly, I felt like that at that point he was honestly kind of like burned out. I feel like a lot of the music was repetitive. Like, no, like
you can't be burnt out if this is like your
sophomore album.
You in the game now. I mean,
yeah. So I mean that's what I'm saying. Maybe he just need to like change the subject matter.
You just say
like
sophomore though, so sophomore slump that usually makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully he can bounce back. But I mean he's still pretty early in his career, so maybe his discography in the long run can kind of get to that good tier. But if he keeps doing what he's doing, I mean, I don't really know if I see him going past mid.
I mean, it's like we said. Like it's a sophomore slump for the most part. That's what it's looking like. It wasn't a bad album. It's just not what you were expecting to get from him from us as a sophomore album. Like it was like, okay, if I got this one for your first album, okay, like it's cool. Like it gets the job done. It hits all the right spots. Like it's like getting it for your second album. It kind of sets a standard. And kind of shows like your range is kind of a little limited.
Yeah,
but you never know. Like it might have been just one he needed to get out real quick just to kind of get the nerves out, and like now he's kind of exploring himself. You never know. That third one might be crazy, but
yeah, I agree.
It's just the second one. I wasn't a fan personally. And I liked his first one too. Not that you bring it up, like his mixtapes were cool. I messed with his first album. I liked it a lot. And then,
say, bro, hey, that freshman album was sliding, boy. Like especially that joint with that best friend joint with him and Chris. Stupid.
I've heard that song.
Stupid. All right.
Oh, all right. So yeah, I heard that song that the youngsters are listening to. Sorry, man.
All right. Next, we got Big Sean.
Perfect placement. Oh
man, look. so when they first gave him mid, I was upset. I was like, that's ridiculous. Then I thought back, and then I just had to make the difference. I was like, if this is artist, I'm fighting that he's. I would debate. If it was artists, realistically, he'll probably fall in good, but I debate for great. But albums, I kind of agree that his albums are honestly kind of mid.
Real quick. So how they were grading it, was it just like the consecutive albums of quality, or just like out of all our albums, how many good ones that they had?
So I mean, it was actually kind of like vague. So like I like for the most part, it was more so like taking this artist, all full their discography, full body of work in mind. What would you rate them in this area? Gotcha. But when they got to like, which I was like, if you're gonna do that all the way, because when they got to Wayne and when they got to Push, they were like, oh well, we don't want to include the mixtapes for Wayne and we don't want to include the clips with Push. And then I was like, well,
childish.
Yeah,
I know where I'm putting Push.
Listen,
I know where I'm putting Push.
Yeah, so but yeah, nah, I mean it hurts me to say it. Sean is like one of like my top favorite artists. Like literally, he's probably one of the only few people I go see in concert. Wouldn't go see him at Coachella, but I go see him. But I go see him if he up the street or something.
That's wild. That's wild.
What, bro? Look, man, I love my knees. Look, bro, unless it's Prince, Sade, or the Isley Brothers, I'm not putting my knees through that, bro.
I feel you. I do it for Prince too.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like he's where he needs to be. So
so he is supposed to be in mid.
You don't have to say it like that, but yeah,
I'm just saying he's supposed to be. Listen, you know what? Listen, man. Like Sean, I love the Detroit mixtape. I love the Dark Sky Paradise. That was that was one produced by Kanye, right? Obviously, you can tell that was a good one. And the I Decided, those projects really like I can see why people like Sean is him, because those are some those I really like those projects. But besides that, like, yeah.
So you didn't like Detroit 2 or the Finally Famous mixtapes?
I mean, I really was kind of late to the Big Sean party. Not really late, but just like I just wasn't sold on him. So a lot of those, no, I didn't listen to. I mean, Detroit too, yeah, that's also fine too. But I'm just talking about the ones that really just like that stood out for me. That because before, like, if you know me back in the day, how adamant I was on not liking Big Sean as a rapper, as an artist, like adamant, like all my friends could tell you. So yeah, but those I would say those are ones that made me kind of come around on him, and now I'm less hard on Big Sean. I do think he's a quality artist, but it was those 3 projects for me that really just like, okay, I see it.
Okay, I get that. So I have one question for Wakey before we move to the next one. Well, so for one, Wakey, are you good with him being the mid?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, does
my guy?
Now, does a quick question? Does his 2088 album with Jhené Aiko change that at all? Because I know
take
that's
him
your
off
girl.
it. Just give me Jhené. Take him off it.
That's it. But no, I'm not even playing. Like, it was actually a pretty solid album. It's actually one of his projects that I actually enjoy. And like I know a lot of people may not share that same opinion, but like honestly, if he wasn't on it, it would still be a fire album. But like,
obviously, if you're gonna feed me Big Sean with Jhené, then yeah, it's a great album. I'm getting a spoon fed with like Jhené. I go just like kind of like the nice little topping on top. It's like perfect. Thank you.
Y'all are ridiculous, man. But I agree, Wakey, 100%. Both of their storytellings and both their pens on London Bridges is unmatched. Stories, the song is phenomenal. All right,
Jhené probably wrote the whole thing. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, next. All right, next we got Nicki Minaj in Mid, which was at first I was like, it's Nicki, but I was like, oh,
I don't. Yeah, I haven't really listened to Nicki Minaj projects. I just know the impact she has.
Yeah.
And like a lot of, especially during our time in high school, man, you couldn't even walk down the hall without some girl rapping her lyrics or something. So like, I again, this is more albums and the artist. Artist is a lot higher for me, but albums, I'm just gonna just say it's fine with me. Haven't listened, so I don't know.
Honestly, like outside of like the Pink Print, and what was her first one? Pink Friday.
Yeah,
something with pink in it.
But like I've like it is what it is. Like I've always seen, I stand in the same space. Like she's always been a really dope artist, and like whenever she steps on a track, like she commands the space like no one else. Like honestly, in my opinion, still the best one, and still the best female rapper in the game right now. If we're just talking about rapping, But like, I don't know. Like as far as like her past projects, like her more recent ones, like I'm more a fan of her past ones. Her more recent ones, I really can't say too much about them because I've only heard a couple things. But like, even the couple things that I've heard, it's just kind of been like, they've got Nicki doing this. Yeah, Nicki actually chose to do this. Like that's okay. Like I get it, but like it's not even really a sample anymore. It's more like a cover. It feels like a cover. Like with like her more recent projects, like they just felt like covers. And like that may be like the space that she's in right now. She may be trying to explore different things or whatever, and maybe like this is where she wants to take her career and push that. Like more power to her. But for me as a fan of like past Nicki that can just sit there and just bar you to death, it's not as palatable, I guess. Like I'll still go listen, but it's not something like I'll run back to.
Facts. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. All right. Next person we got is DJ Khaled. So he's in the mid section. Do you all kind of agree with that?
I mean, yeah, for me, it's totally fine. Kind of running with the same formula. He's a curator. I mean,
Yeah.
producer. He gets a lot of big names and meshes them together. I feel like in terms of when it first happened, it was fire, creative, but now I'm just feeling like you're just still kind of running and grabbing those same big stars. Like when he first did it, like a lot of before these, like they were stars before they were just like astronomical, like out of this world. He was putting these people together and it was dope. But now I just feel like you're still grabbing these same names and it's just like it's getting a bit redundant. So like I would like it. Yeah, exactly. So I would like him to kind of revisit. The formula's fine to me, or how he's making these and producing these albums, but give us something fresh. Give us people we like are upcomers or like stars that are just not quite there yet. And, put them together and give them that shine. And maybe I feel like with that you'll get some freshness and new creativity and can really help take off. But yeah, he got that one album that has like the what's the Drake, Kendrick, Cole, has like everybody on it. Like the first, like even what they were saying. I don't remember the name of the album. The Key, whatever the one with the Key, the one that has the the Jay-Z Future single on it. Like that's like the main one that's really notable. And like it was just, I don't want to say flawless, but like the formula hit its peak at that point. So
yeah. All right. Yeah, I agree. It would kind of be dope to, like you said, do the same thing, but with newer artists, or if he uses the artists that he usually use, do maybe like a concept album or something, like actually like, put something together. That would be interesting to see. So yeah. All right. And then last in the mid session, we got Med the Stallion. So
I haven't listened.
Yeah.
No words.
Yeah. I tried listening to one of her projects. It's just not my kind of music. Now I will say, like, Breath Control, like, phenomenal. Like, I seen her Tiny Desk, and you talking about like going stupid. Rap a whole lot better than some dudes. What she be saying, I don't really rock with too much. But if we just talking about technicalities of like her of her flow and like her skill set, go stupid. So
yeah, I don't think it's ever a question of her rapping ability, but again, the projects as a whole is just
All right. Cool. All right. So now moving on to the good session. All right.
Have some fun now.
Yeah. All right. So first off, we got 50 Cent.
Me too. In agreement. Me too.
Yeah.
He came out the gate with one of the best albums ever. Still gets replay value for me to this day.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, 50 Cent. Yeah, did that. Get Rich or Die Trying is a certified classic. Classic, no debates. Did it go diamond? It might have went diamond. So
I feel like it did. This track.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, he made a whole diss track to get to Ja Rule on one album, and it's phenomenal.
That album is nothing but diss track.
Yeah, it's that back half for sure. But he just, Jeffrey Atkins, if you know that skit, but he was killing him, man. But Get Rich or Die Trying is just phenomenal from front to end, man. It's that's solid. Like I think it was one of the albums that went platinum in a week. A lot of albums don't do that no more. So yeah,
right.
Put it.
All right, bet. All right, next up we got the Migos.
I mean, Culture was a banger, so Culture 2 was also pretty good too, right? Besides that, I don't know.
I could, but are they better than everybody below them?
Yeah, I was gonna say if we talking about discography, I'm not being a Sean stan, but if I had to switch, I'd probably switch the two. I mean,
they don't need to get switched. You could just add them to the mid. Like,
okay, well, yeah, they can come on down the mid.
yeah. I agree. I think they should be in the mid.
All right. Next up is Logic, everybody's favorite rapper.
He in that Sean category for me. I think it should be mid, but.
All right, now look, now keep in mind, I'm not the craziest Logic fan, but
you're not. I remember us having a debate with Logic like back in the day, man. So
that's what I was gonna say. I talked about all the Sinatra tapes. What was it? Under Pressure, I think was the name of the album. That was really a solid project. And then the joint he did, it was like something when he was like in space or something like that, Never Ending Story or something like that. Just because I love concept albums, so like the whole aspect of just storytelling and all the songs connected rock with me. But basically anything past that, I wasn't really rocking with.
So the Never Ending Story one was a solid project. I liked it a lot.
Mm,
I like the Tarantino tapes too. Those are pretty cool.
forget
But
about those.
after that, like I can't say that I could have run to any other Logic project. And even then, like for those three projects I said just now, like I would have to actively be like, oh yeah, I want to go listen to that. It's not like something that passively comes across my timeline or anything like that, or just like in my or even in my shuffle.
Right.
Whenever I'm just running through my playlist, it's just kind of like it's like, oh, like I haven't heard this in a while. Kind of like if you kind of want to hear like lyrical exercise, kind of because he gets into his bag on some tracks, and it's like, okay, cool. Like he'll get on, he'll bar you down, but like I feel like certain projects, like he just picks a certain subject and he'll run with it and like
Mm-hmm.
kind of beat it to death. And it's like, yo, like you can approach. It feels like he wants to tell a story in one specific way instead of
Yeah.
all the way around
Mm.
and
Wow.
showing different angles on it. So, but it's like it's whatever. Maybe it's just over my head.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
I really like that last point you made. That's very interesting. The way to look
Yeah.
at it.
All right. So is he staying in good or is he moving to mid?
I'll let y'all decide because I'm probably just a hater. So
I don't know, man. I feel like we if we're gonna keep it as many people, I think he can go down to mid.
All right. I'm not mad at it. All right. Next person we got, I honestly can't make out that
that picture. Let me
that picture.
see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, at all. Nor can I make out. See, I don't think I can make out the next three if I'm being honest.
The one with the golden one, that's Chance the Rapper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, we're gonna go with Chance. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Just skip to the Chance one.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
Chance.
Chance. Honestly, I think Chance is like straight where he's at. I like Chance a lot for like his singles and his B-sides, but like his albums in full. Like even though that sounds weird because I said I like the B-sides, but like some of the stuff is like I just don't like it too much. Now lately his singles he's been dropping lately has been fire. So hopefully like his album comes out and it's kind of a replication of that. But I mean, what was it? Acid Rap. Acid Rap was okay, but he doesn't really make music like that anymore. Coloring Book I thought was solid. But the guys made a good point in saying that the replay value with that isn't there too much.
For Coloring Book,
Yeah, for Coloring Book.
that's tough. I'm definitely on the opposite side of that. Like you mentioned with that run, and you start from this mixtape 10-day, Acid Rap, Coloring Book, I think are all phenomenal projects and really got to see like some good artistry from Chance. And even then, like the project he did with his band, Surf, Fire.
Now that was decent. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, for me, it's just it's really I got the bad taste in my mouth from his last album, his marriage album, Big Day. Just don't think it was there. A lot of the creativity gone. It's just a lot of watered down singles. It just to me it just wasn't a good body of work. And I mean, if we're just I'm okay with him being in the good just based off those I just mentioned, the 10-day Acid Rap, Coloring Book, Surf. I'm not gonna let one drag him down to mid for Big Day. You know, everybody can have a bad album. That's part of growth in a career. So definitely would like to see what he can bounce if he can bounce back from that and deliver. Because at one point, Chance was supposed to be like the next one up. Like he had a big run. He got that spotlight from Ye. Delivered on that single. Ultralight Beams, and then, like from there it was just like all eyes is on him. So like, and then from delivering with Coloring Book following up on that, it was really right there for the taking of just to be like the next one in the game. So it's kind of unfortunate that we Big Day, but it's like kind of a rebrand. He really I know he is being in the church, God-fearing man, and he had a kid, so really wanting to kind of change his style and stuff, which is understandable, and I get that, and I'm not against it. But I feel like some of his artistry and creativity was kind of killed with that rebranding. So
get you. All right. All right, bet.
Yeah, and then the last person the one that we skipped, that was Playboy Cardi. I haven't listened. To me, he can go to mid, bad. I haven't listened to anything, so not a
Same.
Playboy Cardi fan, so I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Don't know the next person, but the one.
That's Young Thug.
Oh, honestly, I feel like Thug is good where he at.
Yeah, Thug's good. I feel like he delivers good projects. I like the Barter Six and everything. So
yeah,
Wakey.
Yeah.
That's right. He could joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, depending on how this court case go, he may be being good for a while. Cause I don't know.
That's cold, bro. That's cold, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
You're right though.
Yeah. All right. Next is Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah. Big Earl fan.
He could stay in
good. You said mid?
I said he could stay in good.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I like Earl Sweatshirt. I like his projects he's put out. He has a particular style, and if you're cool with I don't want to say emo rap, but very transparent. Me being a Joe Budden fan, I naturally gravitate to Earl Sweatshirt and his style of music and stuff like that. And I like he can rap. His bars are nice. And what I also like, he has not let anybody else influence him. I like the fact that he sticks to 1-2 minute songs. That's just who he is. I'm gonna give you a full project that's 25 minutes, but it's heavy. I got bars. It's a solid project. So yeah, I'm right there with you.
All right, great. I agree. Next group is a collective. I don't really remember the name of.
I think it's Brockhampton.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I've heard of them, but I don't think I've listened to. I think I maybe listened to one track, and that was so long ago. I don't really remember.
Yeah. This is my first time being introduced to them through this podcast. Haven't had a chance to sit down and listen, so I really don't have nothing on them.
All right, cool. So all right, maybe we can check them out at some point. All right, next up is the Game.
The Game. For me with the Game, I feel like he fits in that category, like we were saying with Nicki and stuff. Can rap. If it comes to being a great rapper, way higher up in terms of projects, his chameleon style. And I know we talked about the Game before. I forget which pod it was. Definitely check that last pod out, whichever one we were talking about the Game. But yeah, chameleon style. He can rap, man. He can rap. That's it. I don't know. He can rap. The documentary is a classic, obviously. So
this is gonna be for me, bro. I'm probably moving down to mid. That's just me.
Whoa, man! Even with the documentary, I think he's good right where he at. Personally,
he can chill. He's good.
Off of just one solid project.
Well, no, I mean, okay, Doctor's Advocate too. Come on, man. I thought it was better. Documentary, Devil's Advocate. I can't believe I got to hear him defend the Game. Jesus Peace, man. I mean, all these are good albums, man. He does have good body of work.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. All right, Wakey, is he staying in good for you too?
He's staying in good.
Okay, all right. He's staying in good. All right.
He gave us One Blood, man. Come on.
One Blood.
The most remix song ever.
All right. Well, good. He can stay off of that then. All right. Last one for the good category is West Side Gun.
I've listened to a couple West Side Gun projects. Out of him,
I gotta think of this one.
Yeah. So out of him and his collective, with Benny the Butcher and Conway, I listened to them more. The few projects I have listened to with West Side Gun, I like his artistry, man. He takes it for his style of rap. He takes a nice approach to it. But again, it's still at the end of the day, sometimes I really like rappers. So, I really like when I can get those bars and stuff like that. And I feel like he doesn't give that as much. So, I mean, I feel like he should go down to mid. That's me.
Say, Wakey don't look like he agree with that, man.
Wakey, what's up?
I feel like he should be up. I feel like he should be in great.
Okay.
I feel like this one was they lowballed my guy.
Boom.
I get it. Some of his projects are a little different, but I want to say excuse me. I want to say it's more so you just got to be open to hearing what's going on. These projects are fire.
I really like Pray for Paris. That was one of my favorite projects from him. Pray for Paris. Yeah, very good.
Bro, it's like some of these projects speak for themselves in their own right, and it's we're really gonna base it off of just what particular ears. That's why I'm not really fans of these lists. it's hard to nail down exactly what you're talking about when you're ranking these artists. Like
Yeah.
personally, for me, he's a great.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of artists that I could shuffle around in that good mid section, but like he he should be up. Like that's the first one I'm looking at this and I'm like, that's kind of wild.
Mm.
And it looks like they made the extension for somebody in the good section. If you're looking at this list that of the draft, like so, it's
I
like
definitely know somebody I feel like I would switch from good and that's in the great category, but also it just could be because like I'm just not really familiar with this person's projects in the great section. So
I'm actually interested to hear who
who the
that
person
may
is,
be.
yeah, we'll get there. If we want to just, okay, we can just go ahead and just get right to the grade.
Okay.
The person
Yes.
the person I would say I was switching with is Denzel Curry. And again, it could just be me. I could be
Got you.
ignorant
Okay.
to this, to his music. I've heard of Denzel Curry, but I personally not have listened to a project. But I would say those two are interchangeable for me. So
I could say I like Denzel Curry. I do listen to Denzel Curry projects. I could say I could switch them. I could probably say I could switch them. Like, but like when you're in the mood for some Denzel Curry, like he get off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely have to link me to a project to listen to because again, long round.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, I was gonna say the same exact thing. Yeah, like I think I was listening to Denzel like early on, like when around the time when he was on the freshman cover. I know he's getting a lot of spotlight then, but like I may have heard him like a little while earlier before he was announced on the cover. But yeah, I think I just kind of fell off on him. It was just so much other music dropping around that time that I just kind of lost track. But I mean, he's being consistent. He's building up a solid fan base to the point that I feel like if he keeps doing what he's doing, like, he'll have that like cult following to like support him as he goes throughout his career. And he kind of seems like he's getting to that point where like he can maybe like break into like that mainstream realm a little bit more. So
like I felt like I felt one project I felt like stood out. That's the project that kind of pulled me was his it was called Zoo, his album.
Yeah.
The Zoo album. I thought that was a fire album. Like it's just bars. Like there's not a lot of playtime with it. It's he's just gonna give you solid bars. Maybe some of them are gonna give you to like those rap songs, but like for the most part, he's barring at you, and it's catchy at the same time. So it's like,
yeah,
it's like what more does this guy have to do, man? Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Cool, and it's not like it's not creative. Like he takes his own avenue with a lot of his stuff. So it's like, but he would be interchangeable with Westside for me. Like just because they kind of hit different levels for different things. So it's like they could be interchangeable.
Okay, I'm with that. So, and I agree. So I go ahead and swap them. All right. So for the sake of time, we still got 3 more categories, and just kind of looking at this list, I'm kind of okay where some of the people fall at, but I want to see if you all have takes on like who needs to be moved up or moved down, or if they're good where they're at.
Okay, so we can speak to it like that. Why don't you? Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. No. You're good. I was about to say I'm just gonna go ahead and name the people. So for great, we got Drake, Eminem,
right there.
All right, Drake is good. I agree. He's good right there. I feel like going through his catalog would be a whole nother conversation, but I think Great like fits him perfectly.
Me too.
Eminem.
Man, it's I'm really torn on this one, but because of the ladder of his career, I'm cool with Eminem being right here. It's the latter part of his career.
I really think that's what it is, bro.
Early on, though, like if we were just talking about just his early projects when he first came out, ain't no arguing he would be imperfect. But for the sake of the latter end of his career, I would say great.
Yeah, Wakey.
Same.
Okay. All right. Travis Scott.
I would say he might need to be in good for me, but yeah.
I'm in the same space.
I one of my favorite things I learned a lot. Like I like the Kanye West tree the producer rappers. So he's definitely one of those. Obviously, he's more of the producer than the rapper. He still knows how to make great songs, great music, and stuff. So being a producer first, beat maker first, whatever the case may be, I feel like naturally going to be able to make a nice cohesive project. And he makes cohesive projects. Just going to be lackluster in terms of like the rapping standpoint, but again, he's more melodic style, so take that with a grain of salt. However you like your music, in the day I still like bars, so
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same thing. I feel like he can kind of like go in between those two categories for me, so I'm not really dying on the hill when it comes to that one, so I'm okay with him moving to good. All right, next up we got Tyler the Creator. I'm sorry, like this guy is phenomenal. He is exactly where he needs to be.
Yeah, no, agree. I think he has for me the reverse Eminem effect. It's the early part of his career. And it's fine because again, early on he started, he was like 16, 17. So obviously that style of music is going to be fitting for someone that young. And then you see as he matures, it just gets better and better and better. And I don't see any limit for him. It's literally limitless for him. And again, to the same point I just made of those producer first rappers, man, and like it's just phenomenal. He creates this new space on every project that is just so dope. And it's phenomenal. It's just amazing. I can't say none more. And even his rapping has just progressively gotten better. That last one, was it? I'll Call You When I Get Home, or that the last song. Man. I played that one last song where he's just rapping for 10 minutes straight so many times, bro. Like, Tyler, he's really stepped it up again. Yeah, so I'm cool with him right there.
All right, same.
Wake.
Yep. All right, next we got Lord Future.
Hey man, he gave us March Madness, man.
Look, bro.
Like, what more can we say, man? And that Hendrix project, man. Like, nah, I'm cool. Future right here, man. It's Hendrix. I played. It went platinum in my phone, dog. Hendrix was a fire album, man. Future makes great projects, man. So,
yeah, I agree.
All right. Dirty spread all day, bro.
All right. So this next one, man, honestly was like the hardest for me. Just because his catalog is so insane that it's like I can kind of see both sides to him. I can see him being great, but in my opinion, I feel like he would be, if we were talking about influence, it would basically be perfect or like amazing. But Lil Wayne,
to me, Wayne had probably one of the greatest runs we'll ever see, and he was the best rapper alive because he literally was that. I mean. At that time, when you get the text from Jay-Z, that was a big thing, letting you know, like, you were not playing. But I just feel like with Lil Wayne, he has such a vast majority of projects. It's so many that, I don't think, I would say maybe just to kind of dilutes his really strong body of works because he just has so much. And like, Lil Wayne is Wayne, man. Wayne changed the culture, created a generation. A lot of the rappers now are baby Wayne. So I mean, I'm cool with him being great though. So
all right, same. Wakey.
He could jump up for me.
To amazing.
Yeah.
I you know what, fucks with that. I'll second that with you.
Yeah. Look, man, especially if you pin in those mid tapes, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I remember being so much, bro. Y'all know we had No Ceilings on repeat in high school.
Yo, what?
So,
what?
Yeah, I'm with that as well. And if y'all forgotten, just go back to listen to JBMR. That boy was spitting.
Go on that piff. Try and find it on that piff. They gonna have it on like Apple Music or whatever, or Spotify or whatever. That's the redone version. The redone version's alright.
Yeah.
Go on that piff, the original one. the one where he was spit. I wore, what was it, brand new shoes? I wore that one out. That literally had to get at least 100K spins on my iPod alone. It had to.
Oh man, yeah. All right, bet facts. All right, we already talked about Curry, so I skip him. Next we got DMX. I mean, honestly, like though his first 3 projects are instant classics. So
that's it for me, right there. Yeah. Perfect, great. Yep, same point.
Right, and then Push. Cass, I know you said you had something that you wanted to say about him. So
yeah, no, I think they're undervaluing Push. I don't even think Push has put out a bad project. Honestly, like listen to all Push's body of work. He has not put out a bad project. I don't, it could be just the style and the formula. Obviously, he's doing drug rap, coke rap, whatever, but he knows how to somehow make it refreshing every time. A big thing that I always give to Jay-Z. So I do believe Push should be up. If we don't want to put him in perfect, I will settle for amazing, but he needs to be in one of those two categories for me.
Same.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm good when I'm going to amazing. My distinction between amazing and perfect is that because like some people and perfect, I would debate, have bad albums, but they may just not be bad. It may just not be my cup of tea. I agree. I don't think Push has a bad album, but he has solo albums. He has how many? 2 or 3?
I think like 3. I know Daytona.
I know he has Daytona. I know he has
the one that just came
When
out.
It's Dry or Let It Dry. And I think he had one before that with like the
My Name Is My Name, which is fire.
Stupid. So so I mean, honestly, I'm good. I'm good when I'm being an amazing.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, now my favorite rapper, starting off the amazing category, is Cole. I honestly feel like he should be imperfect. That's just my personal opinion. Like literally everything from his mixtapes all the way to the last project. And I feel like he should be an amazing imperfect for a few reasons. One, I don't think his music ever declined. Like with every project he got better.
I got one, but yeah.
But so if you're saying For Your Eyes Only, I would say that's his How to Pimp a Butterfly, in my opinion. And that still went back.
Oh man, I don't know about that one. Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Now are they on the same page? No. Like creative wise, no. But I'm saying like, that's his project where he's like, okay, I'm experimenting with different things, different sounds, whatever the case may be.
Was it though? I mean, okay, sound wise, maybe.
Sound
wise, subject matter, not really.
I don't know, man. I just felt like. Go ahead.
It kind of felt, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, please, Wakey. Please go ahead.
I kind of felt like sound wise, he was still kind of like that Forest Hill space.
Second that.
For Your Eyes Only. Like
that's exactly how I feel.
I feel like that's why it was kind of a little harder to accept, because after Forest Hills, you're thinking, okay, like we're probably not gonna see another Cole project for a little bit, and then he drops this one, and you're like, okay, let's see what it is. I mean, reasonably, he's still gonna be in that headspace and kind of in that sound. He hasn't had time to kind of expand. He's just kind of jumping off with the next thing, and I get that. So it really, to me, and I guess to Cass too, is just kind of like they kind of sounded really similar.
It kind of sounded like Forest Hill Drive was stacked with like I just feel like radio hits, but like the sounds were different. Like it was, I mean, you got GOMD on there, you got Apparently on there. Like all of these like high pitched, like up pitched songs, like For Your Eyes Only is literally just like
my thing is like again, he's part of that same trio, producer rapper. It's gonna sonically gonna sound different, but in terms of the artistry, I just feel like Forest Hill Drive was such his magnum opus, like when his best album, like, and he was obviously running on that for a long time. This felt like the For Your Eyes Only for me was like the B-sides that didn't make,
exactly.
That didn't make Forest Hills Drive. You know what I'm saying? I still like, whatever, the concept was still cool, like, but I just feel like it was almost like this kind of just the same format of how he did, Forest Hills Drive, like how the whole album was like a story and whatever the case may be, and I just, felt like it was a little. I just feel like it was just, again, the leftover B-sides that just didn't make Forest Hills Drive, but it's still, regardless, it's Cole. He's not going to make bad music. It's still going to sound great, whatever it can maybe. But again, it's just harder, like what Wakey said, it was harder for me to accept too as well. It's just like, I'm like, okay, cool. I felt like you were in this pocket creatively already. And I was kind of, because of how great Forest Hills Drive was, I was ready for like, see what was next. And, like it could have been like a passion project, which I kind of think were how you were really into to Pimp a Butterfly. It's like, this is something I want to do, which you like, when you make such a great album, you can kind of do what the hell you want after that. Like, so yeah. That's just my one.
Yeah. Nah, you saying that it's basically the B-sides makes a lot of sense. And I mean, like, full transparency, this was my least favorite project for him, but I still thought it was a decent project.
Yeah, I know a lot of people I used to shit on that project a lot. Okay, you know, come clean. Like Cole don't make bad projects, obviously. It's just not my favorite of his work. So
exactly.
Yeah. Next and amazing, the GOAT, that boy Hove, Jay-Z. I'm cool with him being an amazing. Hove has a lot of albums. He's dropping albums every year. You know, he's a couple stains, which I feel like don't put him in perfect. You know, he retired and then he gave us you know, Kingdom Come. There's some hits on Kingdom Come, but it's just not that great of work. It's just, you know, I'm rusty. I just came out of retirement. Like
I literally only listened to Show Me What You Got in Beach Chair, and that was it. I turned that album off.
There's a couple more hits on there, but it's just, again, it's the fresh out of retirement. Like this Kingdom Come and 444 are, to me, they're different because they're both in like space and gaps of like I'm not rapping, but like in Kingdom Come, you could tell I was not rapping.
Yeah.
with 444 is like I got a family, everything like that, but there's raps in his head every day, all day. Like it's curated. I really feel like during that break from the Black Album to Kingdom Come, he was like, I'm not rapping, dog. I'm chilling. Like I retired. So and that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Wakey, anything
I'm cool
different?
No, I'm gonna ride with you.
Right
there. He can say where he at.
All right. Next we got Ice Cube. And I mean I'm honestly cool with him being where he's at. I think when I first started getting into hip hop, like his catalog was some of the stuff that I was, you know, first getting introduced to and whatnot. But I mean, I haven't really listened to him that much just because there's been other artists I've been growing with and things like that. But you know, just, you know, with NWA and his own class of albums, I think he's good where he's at.
I'm right there with you. I agree.
All right, cool. Now, this next one, like, I'm honestly debating about the push up or considering the push up, but we're going with Mac.
Perfect. Mac Miller. I think he should not being amazing. I feel like he should be imperfect. Again, Mac Miller's another of those. I keep saying this. Producer first, rappers like Mac Miller, very good from the beginning, dropping kids all the way until, you know, when he passed away and albums past that. I just felt like Mac Miller always just got better, always found a different creative space to put on his tapes. His raps always been solid. Like, Mac Miller's projects have always been just really, really good, really strong. And he always found a different pocket to be in creative wise. And I think he should be imperfect. But go ahead, wait.
He stays in amazing for me. I see where you guys are coming from, but my one was watching movies.
What? Oh, really? My God, that's my joint, bro.
See, I figured you was gonna say that, but again, look, bro. Like,
the sound off goes crazy.
Listen. Let me finish the thought.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just hurt.
Let me finish the thought. I'm not saying I don't like watching movies. I'm just saying that could be the one I feel like I'm not running to first. Like if you give me an option, like one between listening to like Blue
Slide Park,
or watching movies, I'm going to Blue Slide Park. I'm sorry.
I feel like they're just different, bro.
That's just me. They're completely different, and I feel like Mac was in a space where he can give you different sounds at different points.
Easy Mac with the cheesy raps, bro.
But for me personally, watching movies is that one where I'm just kind of like, man, it took me a minute to get there with how it would to get to a point where I enjoyed it. So it's just that early bad taste in my mouth.
Oh man,
that's why it's just kind of like I can't give you that one.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna be with me on that perfect.
Say I'm with you, bro. He's going up to perfect because again, I kind of figured you were going to mention that album, Wakey, because not that I had similar feelings, but again, I was just like, all right, like he's experimenting with some stuff, he's doing some stuff. It's not bad, but it's just again, isn't my first go-to. But I still think it's a solid project. So I would still, in my opinion, I would still move him up to perfect just because, you know. If it was horrible or if I just didn't like it at all, I would have been like, all right, cool. But it's like, all right, this is decent. I got my few I add to the playlist, but I'm not putting this full thing in rotation.
That's where I'm at with it. But it's for me, those are the breaking points where it's kind of like I can't put you in perfect for that.
Okay, all right, makes sense. All right, now for the final category, perfect. Starting us off is Yee in the perfect category. How y'all feel about it?
Is who?
It's fine with me. I stopped listening to Kanye after Life of Pablo, but knowing who Kanye is, I doubt he can make a bad project. Like, simple as that. His first 3 runs alone, man, like I've never probably seen a better trio of albums from College Dropout, Late Registration to Graduation, just
Talk about
flawless.
marketing, bro.
Yeah, and then even past that, just hitting the experimental albums, giving us the 808s and Heartbreak, which pretty much curated the sound we hear today. Like, just just mastermind, and perfect. It's fine with me.
Wakey.
You could stay there.
That pause is hilarious, man.
He could stay. It's okay. Like if we're just talking artistry and work, he can stay.
Discographies, bro. I mean, like I would say you probably know better than me. Like I haven't listened to Ye, Kids See Ghost, Jesus King, Donda, or Donda 2. So like,
so
I listen to all those besides Donda 2.
Donda and Donda 2. Probably the sound that he was reaching for and kind of looking to find in Life of Pablo. He kind of found it and married it with his actual vision. So Donda and Donda 2 for me, they're up there. They're pretty solid albums. I didn't listen to any of the extra religious stuff just because I was keeping flat. Like I could care less about his religious preferences at all. Like, but but everything else, like as far as like his past work, his past discography, like I was listening to College Dropout in the middle of finals week.
Absolutely, I can vouch for that. We all he did not miss. I promise you. Anytime it was finals week, he was playing that. I will vouch for that.
Because I needed Kanye to keep boosting my ego, telling me I didn't even really need these exams. Like, go ahead and study, but you go get it. You go get right regardless. Like, go. You can study if you want to. So I just felt like with those personal like attachments and the nostalgia that Ye brings, like off the discography, I'll keep him right where he's at. He's cool.
Right, great, I agree. All right, next person I can't make out.
It's Outkast.
Outkast. Oh, bro. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't even
Perfect.
They deserve to be right where they at.
Exactly. Next is K Dot.
I'm cool with K Dot staying right there as well.
You can say.
Same.
Yep, that's where he's at.
All right. So the next two, and I just kind of combine them together because they always kind of go hand in hand anyway, is Tupac and Biggie.
For me personally, I kind of don't want to include them in this at all. Their notoriety, just precedes them, and I just feel like any type when it comes to these situations, they're always going to be put in the top notch. Obviously, they put out great music, but just careers cut short, unfortunately, so we couldn't really get to see everything that they could bring. But I mean, obviously, from their first albums, like Life After Death's just amazing. Ready to Die, amazing from Biggie. Tupac gave us great hits, classics, all that. So yeah, I feel like they're fine, but I also just think they shouldn't even be included. So
yeah, I agree, and I think what's crazy is I feel like if we're including like all the Pac albums, because he has so much music, they would just put out unreleased things as albums. That may probably drop.
I might need them. Yeah, honestly, probably put them like same thing with Jay-Z, just to or like, even like the same way, like the Wayne thing, just a lot of music, but like a lot of it's quality. Some of it's not. I credit Pac a lot. He also used to put a lot of unknown people on his stuff too. Like so when you hear them song, you're like, I ain't really rocking with this, but
All right.
But All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World, man, just love those. So
cool. All right. Next up we got Nas.
Yup.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no arguments from here.
I don't care. I'm biased, whatever. Perfect. Yup.
Yeah. Wakey.
I'm pretty sure Cost knows where I stand here.
Fine.
But if we're going off of discography,
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing him down to amazing.
Wow.
It
What
hurts,
album
but-
does what like real quick, what album does it for you?
Hip hop saved my life.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
hip
Hip
hop
hop is dead?
Oh
Really?
my
Hip-hop is dead.
gosh.
That's
bro.
a solid project,
I'm
bro.
about to cry, bro. That was the first album I ever bought with my own money, dog.
Same,
God
dog.
damn, man. Jesus.
Well, actually, no, I lied. His first album that I bought was Illmatic, but
Oh, no.
because what was it? FYE? Man, we just go inside there and clean up, bro.
Man,
And like that jump was on the clearance section. Yeah, I definitely got that.
I was
But-
fortunate enough. Shout out to my dad, man. He had like a big stack of like just albums, had a bunch of albums. It's kind of my first introduction just to hip hop and music, bro. And like just went through all of that stuff. The very first, like, I mean, obviously I heard Nas songs, Nas singles, but the first thing that made me like actually like listen, like, oh man, Nas is crazy, is Ether. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but hearing the first couple words, fuck Jay-Z, I was like, as a kid, I'm like, hey, yo, what is this? And I just been, Nas is that dude, man. But that hurts me. That hip hop is dead one. That hurts.
It's
Shed a little tear from my younger self.
again, no shade on the actual album.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to portray how I felt when I first heard it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
When I first heard it, that's where I was at, where I didn't enjoy it.
Mhm.
I can listen to it now and fully enjoy it. Like it's grown with me. I can definitely go back and be like, oh yeah, this is actually a pretty good album.
That's when we got the first Nas Jay-Z post beef song, man. Black Republican. Oh man.
Mhm.
I'm saying like it was cool. Like and I was good with it. It's good. But now, when I first heard it, I had my beef with it. It didn't sit right with me. Only because my younger self fully thought I was invested in. I was part of that stupid beef. I was like, I know, bro. It's Jay for life, bro. Get that fool out of here. Like,
Hey, at some
Ain't
point,
honest
we
where I
all pick a
stood.
side.
Yeah, y'all know what side I'm on if it ain't obvious enough.
Yeah.
So like now I understand that was just stupid. Like I was just me being childish, but whatever. Like
man, we were kids, man. It's fine.
But at the same time, like I'm not gonna knock how certain albums didn't sit right with me. So like at the time, it didn't sit right. So I'm cool with him moving down to amazing.
All right, yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to keep him imperfect. I appreciate your explanation, but yeah,
no. Not trying to change nobody's mind.
He gonna have to stay right there, big dog.
Yeah. All right, next up we got MF Doom.
He can stay.
Yeah, he can stay for me too, man. MF Doom's your favorite rapper, bro. MF Doom just
Hockey
great,
ridiculous.
talented. Yeah, absolutely, man. All his food series, all that stuff, just great.
And then last but certainly not least, A Tribe Called Quest. It's not up here, but they had them in perfect, which I believe that they belong.
Should be imperfect. Yep.
Yeah.
They're not even much to say. They paved the way for a lot of artists that we like today. I mean, a lot of our favorite artists that we grew up with, they paved the way for that. And A Tribe Called Quest, groundbreaking, man.
Facts.
Love Q-Tip, man.
That's cool. All right. Well, yeah, man, we ran through it. We did it. Shout out to again RFE podcast for just doing that. That video was a really, really good episode. If y'all haven't checked out the page, go check them out. They have some really, like we discussed, interesting and good takes on different music and music from the past. So yeah, you may go over there and find something that you like. So yeah, that's all we got for y'all today, fellas.
Nice long episode. We gave you a nice long episode, man. Really sit down, listen to this, man, for sure. Nice and solid. We miss you, Joe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that boy out in Puerto Rico getting to it.
Yeah, I know he chest out. Go ahead, bro.
Chest and thighs out, man. So yeah, man, we'll be for next week. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all joining the podcast this week. As always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, share this video with a friend if you're rocking with it. If you have different takes on who should be in different categories, let us know in the comments below, man. Always interested to see what people think. I'm still up for Sean moving up to good, but I'm gonna go ahead and just bow out gracefully in this moment. I was outvoted.
Middy Mid.
That. That's not you. That was ridiculous. That was wild.
Middy Mid.
All right, man. But until next time, y'all stay well, be blessed. Peace.
One.